Welcome to the College Football Bros. I'm Michael Newman.
I'm Ryan Newman.
And I'm Trey Newman.
All right, today we're going to show you the worst takes from our comment sections in our season preview episodes for the 2021 college football season. And we're not just picking, well, this episode we are just picking on the commenters, but in our latest audio podcast that's out now, we went through our worst takes from the preview season. So be sure to check the description below. You can subscribe on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever, and listen to that episode because we had plenty of bad takes as well.
We did.
But let's get to our YouTube commenters. Trey, start with number 12. We're counting down the 12 worst takes.
Yeah, and this one was in response to our episode where we asked if Cincinnati could make the playoff. And the answer was no. Cincinnati nor any other group of 5 team will make the CFP as long as only 4 teams get to. Didn't quite pan out.
Some people were thinking that, and you thought it was possible, but it was. Cincinnati had already done it the year before, where they set themselves up. It's a 2-year process, pretty much, to make the playoff as a G5, in my opinion.
All right,
moving on. Number 11. This was a Nebraska episode. And this commenter said, 6-6 is the floor this year for Nebraska. Defense will make most games winnable. It will be on the offense to have something happen this year. As long as we can show some sort of improvement on special teams, you will see more games tip over to wins. Go Big Red. Worst special teams I've ever seen.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah. I mean, I guess they said as long as special teams improve, which might have won like 9 games.
It was a good caveat.
Case.
Yeah, it was a good caveat there.
Yeah, but all right. Number 10 on our list, it was a comment on our top 15 quarterback rankings episode. So the 3 of us ranked the top 15 quarterbacks in the nation. This commenter said Emory Jones, and Emory Jones was not in our top 15. Emory Jones will be top 5 in the country. I can see 28 to 30 passing touchdowns, 2,600 to 2,800 passing yards with 6 interceptions. He will also have 700 to 900 yards rushing with 12 or so touchdowns. If they beat Bama early in September, he will be a Heisman finalist.
And it's pretty specific.
Honestly, some of those numbers were actually right. Some of them were not. But I was also high on Emory Jones and Dan Mullen's system going into the year. So these first 3 comments, they're also polite. So no shade being thrown at the commenters. They just ended up wrong.
Yep, it happens.
Yep. Some of them are rude later. We'll get to those.
Yeah.
In that case, we are throwing shade.
Yes.
All right, number 9, there was an episode where we were predicting the 4 schools that would go to the Big 12, and we ended up, or I guess you guys ended up, having the exact 4 that they did add. And here are 5 different comments to that episode. If BYU had wanted to be in a conference, they would already be in one. Ouch. Next one, LOL, and when these teams say no, Big 12 fans still don't get it. Y'all all got some horrible takes. If you're not adding Memphis, you're insane. Okay. LOL, BYU will never join the Big 12. And then finally, Big 12 will never add Houston. Didn't quite pan out for those comments.
No, I don't understand the confidence in something as uncertain as conference realignment.
Yeah. Where's that? Yeah, I don't get it either. All right, moving on to number 8. We did an episode where we ranked the Big Ten head coaches, and we, as the College Football Bros, put Tom Allen of Indiana at 8th. And so the first comment was, Tom Allen at number 8 when he literally won Coach of the Year? You guys are a freaking joke, LOL. All right, a little harsh. Second comment was, Tom Allen at 8 is a complete joke. And then under that comment was another comment from the first guy I just mentioned. He did a little reply to this guy, and he said he won Coach of the Year, and these idiots have him at 8. LOL. 2 and 10, buddy.
You're right.
2 and 10, dude.
We should have had him 14th.
Yeah. No. I mean, it's not to say he's suddenly a bad coach, but look at the list of Big Ten coaches. I think very few people will have him as high as 8. He'll probably be lower on most people's list moving forward.
He'll be at least double digits.
Probably.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to number 7, Pac-12 preview episode where Ryan picked Utah to win the Pac-12 South. We had a nice, succinct comment. Utah is so absurdly overrated. And then that commenter also said, Utah is trash.
Yeah. Must be from Provo.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. But
All
Utah's
right.
consistent. Why would they? They're not overrated. But
Don't know.
All right, number 6, we were doing an episode about the Big Ten quarterback rankings, and the commenter was, you can't put C.J. Stroud number 1. You just can't. Clifford should be higher. Definitely a top 5 QB in the Big Ten. I have him at number 4.
I mean, just because a guy hasn't played doesn't mean he's not going to be extremely good.
Though. You just can't.
I'm not. You can't put Mac Jones number 1. You can't put Bryce Young number 1. You can't put C.J. Stroud. Anyway,
it's brutal. All right.
And Clifford should be higher. That's kind of funny.
Yeah,
too.
Clifford. All right. At number 5, we did a top 15 QB rankings episode, and this person said, Keaton Slovis, ? The 11th best QB in the nation? You're putting kids who have never played a down in college football ahead of him, like Bryce Young, who decommitted because he saw he would never start at USC with Keaton there. You're a bunch of uneducated hicks. Quit this channel. I'll laugh my A off.
Uneducated hks. That's one of our better ones.
I'm from LA, man. I'm from the same town as you, dude.
I went to USC. I was
But we're a bunch of
I'm a
hicks.
fellow Trojan, man. Why you got to be like that?
Uneducated hicks. I love it. Love it.
Silly us putting the Heisman winner ahead of Keaton Slovis.
Yeah.
Number 4, another USC commenter. Come on, guys, not making me look good here. So in response to our USC preview episode, we had a commenter say 10-2 is a worst case scenario. SC will go 11-1. However, 12-0 is possible.
Worst case scenario, really?
I know that was just, again, this wasn't a rude comment, so I'll give the person that, but it was wildly optimistic. Like they could have gone 10-2, but a worst case scenario.
Trojan fans, right, Mike?
Yeah.
Some of us.
Every year we know about the SEC commenters, and so our number 3 was after our LSU preview episode. Couple comments. 1, LSU will beat Bama this year. I'll come back to this post to let you guys know they're the most talented team. Us who live down here, we know something you don't know. Just wait, you'll see. 11-1 regular season record, CFP playoff appearance. Not quite. Another one was
you don't.
Another one was 15-0, and the other one was 10-2 at worst. Yeah, you can't let your homerism get in the way of reality.
Too many people do. All right, that was good. All right, number 2 here. We were ranking SEC head coaches before this past year, and we put Lane Kiffin ahead of Coach O in our rankings. And the comment was, so an Ole Miss fan commented calling it epic, and then an LSU fan responded to him saying, "You're right, epic and incredibly stupid at the same time, and reflects how incredibly incompetent these so-called experts are." We're a little incompetent, but
Why so mean? Like we're not trying to. We're not experts. We never called ourselves experts. We just like talking college football.
Yeah, and even if Coach O ended up panning out slightly better than Lane, like it's not that ridiculous.
Yeah. All right. Number 1 actually came from the same person who left that comment. It was on our LSU preview episode where, I guess compared to this guy, we were all pretty low on LSU. And he said, as an LSU fan, I feel I must tell you what little credibility you geniuses had before has now been totally destroyed. However, I love ignoramuses like you guys sleeping on LSU, especially when you guys are brothers. I don't know why that's relevant.
Yeah, why does that matter? Yeah.
As you morons obviously don't have the first freaking clue about LSU. Nonetheless, regardless of how incredibly stupid you guys are, the floor for LSU is 10-2, and the ceiling is another natty. Now, my own belief is for LSU to get to either 11 or 12 regular season wins in 2021, as I'm not conceding the Alabama game. You guys obviously suck to high heaven where research is concerned. Nonetheless, thanks for sleeping on LSU, as your content is nothing but piss poor clickbait.
Oh, man.
Man.
Wow. That is just so hostile.
Where do you get the anger from? Like,
I don't know. Yeah, because we're not like up there saying like LSU's going to suck. We're just like, oh, you know, new offensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator. Maybe there'll be some growing pains. But
I mean, that's funny to read.
But the passion for college football. I mean,
I
you
do
don't
love
get
the
this
passion.
with
Yeah.
a lot of other sports. So
show it in a different way.
Got to take the good with the bad, I guess, or the bad with the good. But anyway. Man, if LSU would have gone 12-0, we would have never heard the end of it.
No, he was coming back to it.
Yeah, he was coming back.
He was definitely going to come back. Well, there you have it. Thank you for watching this episode of the College Football Bros. Again, we don't want to just laugh at commenters. We went through our own worst takes, so check out our podcast, College Football Bros Podcast, and leave us a comment down below with any bad takes that you remember from yourself or any good takes. We'll take those as well. So thanks for watching. See you next time.
You've been watching the College Football Bros. Be sure to subscribe here on YouTube and in your podcast app for college football content all year round. For bonus episodes and access to our Discord chat, join our Patreon at patreon.com/collegefootballbros. Thanks for watching.